In an age where health and sustainability are at the forefront of consumers' minds, organic foods are often heralded as the superior choice. But are organic foods always healthier than their conventional counterparts? This video will delve into the heart of this question, unpacking the myths and truths about organic food. By examining what organic really means, exploring nutritional content, and considering environmental and economic impacts, we aim to provide a clearer picture of where organic foods stand in the spectrum of healthy eating. Understanding organic foods. Organic refers to the way agricultural products are grown and processed, adhering to specific standards set by national and international organizations. Organic farming practices are designed to encourage soil and water conservation, reduce pollution, and limit human and animal exposure to synthetic chemicals and antibiotics. Key distinctions include the use of natural fertilizers over synthetic ones, the avoidance of synthetic pesticides and herbicides, and in the case of livestock, access to the outdoors and organic feed. Understanding these foundational aspects is crucial for assessing the broader claims about organic foods' health and environmental benefits. Nutritional differences. The debate over the nutritional superiority of organic versus conventional foods is multifaceted, with studies yielding varied results that contribute to ongoing discussions among nutritionists, scientists, and consumers. This expanded exploration aims to dissect the key findings and underline the complexities involved in making direct comparisons. Key findings from research. Antioxidant levels. Some research indicates that organic fruits and vegetables may have higher levels of certain antioxidants, such as flavonoids and carotenoids, compared to their conventional counterparts. These compounds are associated with reduced risk of chronic diseases, including heart disease and cancer. However, the clinical significance of these differences remains a subject of debate among health professionals. Pesticide residues. Organic produce tends to have lower pesticide residues than conventional produce. While the health implications of low-level pesticide exposure through food are still not fully understood, consumers often choose organic to minimize their overall exposure to these chemicals. Nutrient content variability. Studies comparing the overall nutrient content of organic and conventional foods have shown mixed results. Some nutrients may be more abundant in organic foods, e.g., certain minerals and vitamins, while others show no significant difference. This variability underscores the influence of factors beyond farming practices, such as soil quality, weather conditions, and crop varieties, on the nutritional content of foods. Understanding the complexities. Soil health and farming practices. Organic farming emphasizes soil health and biodiversity, which can affect the nutrient uptake of crops. However, conventional farming has also made strides in improving sustainability and efficiency, blurring the lines between the nutritional outcomes of the two methods. Food processing and storage. The nutritional quality of food is also affected by post-harvest processing and storage. Organic and conventional foods may undergo different processes that can alter their nutrient profiles, making it challenging to attribute nutritional differences solely to farming practices. Dietary patterns over individual foods. Focusing on individual nutrient differences between organic and conventional foods may miss the bigger picture of dietary patterns. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins is key to good health, regardless of the farming methods used to produce these foods. Implications for consumers. Consumers looking to maximize their nutrient intake might consider choosing organic for specific items known for higher pesticide residues or where organic variants show consistently higher nutrient levels. However, it's essential to weigh these decisions within the context of overall dietary habits, budget constraints, and personal values regarding environmental sustainability. While there are some nutritional differences between organic and conventional foods, particularly regarding antioxidant content and pesticide residues, these differences are often subtle and influenced by various factors beyond farming practices alone. The decision to choose organic should be informed by a comprehensive understanding of these nuances, rather than a blanket belief in organic foods' inherent nutritional superiority. Ultimately, the focus should remain on consuming a balanced and varied diet, which is the cornerstone of good health. Health implications. The health implications of consuming organic versus conventional foods are a central concern for many consumers. This detailed examination seeks to unpack the nuanced relationship between organic food consumption and health outcomes, focusing on pesticide exposure, antibiotic resistance, and the direct health benefits of organic diets. Pesticide exposure. Reduced pesticide levels. Organic foods generally contain lower levels of pesticides than conventional foods, a factor that significantly influences many consumers' purchasing decisions. While the long-term health effects of low-level pesticide exposure are still being studied, there is evidence suggesting that minimizing exposure can be particularly beneficial for certain populations, such as children, pregnant women, and individuals with specific health vulnerabilities. Neurodevelopmental risks. Some studies have linked pesticide exposure, especially in utero and during early childhood, to neurodevelopmental risks, including cognitive impairments and behavioral problems. By choosing organic foods, consumers can reduce their exposure to pesticides that have been associated with these risks. Potential cancer risks. Research has also explored the connection between pesticide exposure and increased cancer risk, with some findings suggesting that certain pesticides may be carcinogenic. However, the evidence is not definitive, and risk levels are influenced by the amount and duration of exposure. Antibiotic resistance. Use of antibiotics in conventional farming. Antibiotics are often used in conventional animal farming to promote growth and prevent disease, contributing to the global issue of antibiotic resistance. Organic farming standards, on the other hand, restrict the use of antibiotics, leading to potentially lower levels of antibiotic-resistant bacteria in organic animal products. Implications for human health. The spread of antibiotic-resistant bacteria is a significant public health concern. Consuming organic animal products may help mitigate the risk of exposure to antibiotic-resistant bacteria, though the overall impact on antibiotic resistance levels in the population is complex and involves multiple factors beyond individual dietary choices. Direct health benefits of organic diets. Nutritional content and health outcomes. While the nutritional differences between organic and conventional foods are nuanced, consuming a diet rich in organic fruits, vegetables, and animal products may contribute to improved health outcomes due to lower pesticide and antibiotic exposure. However, it is essential to note that the overall quality and composition of one's diet play a more significant role in health than the organic status of individual food items. Lifestyle and dietary patterns. Individuals who prioritize buying organic foods often engage in other health-promoting behaviors, such as regular physical activity and consumption of a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These factors collectively contribute to better health outcomes, making it challenging to isolate the impact of organic food consumption from other healthy lifestyle choices. Myth versus reality. The claim that organic foods are categorically healthier for individuals and the planet is a simplification that doesn't hold up under scrutiny. This expanded analysis delves into the nuances, providing clarity on when and why organic might be the preferable option and recognizing scenarios where conventional foods match or even surpass organic in terms of health and environmental impact. Nutritional health. Not always clear-cut. Nutritional variability. While certain studies suggest that organic foods may have higher levels of specific nutrients, such as antioxidants, the differences are not consistent across all foods and may not significantly impact overall health. The belief that organic is always nutritionally superior is a myth. The reality is far more nuanced, with the overall dietary pattern playing a far more critical role in health than the organic status of individual items. Pesticide exposure. Although organic foods generally contain lower pesticide residues, the health implications of the reduced exposure are complex and not entirely understood. For many consumers, especially those with specific health vulnerabilities, choosing organic can be a precautionary measure to minimize potential risks. However, it's essential to recognize that conventional produce often contains pesticide levels within safety limits established by regulatory bodies. Environmental impact. A mixed picture. Sustainability practices. Organic farming undoubtedly offers environmental benefits such as reduced chemical use, enhanced soil health, and support for biodiversity. These practices align with broader sustainability goals and contribute positively to environmental health. However, the assertion that organic farming is unilaterally better for the planet fails to account for challenges like lower yields and the potential need for more land to produce the same amount of food as conventional methods. Carbon footprint and efficiency. The environmental footprint of food production also includes factors such as carbon emissions and resource efficiency. Some organic practices may result in higher emissions per unit of food produced due to lower efficiency, though this can vary greatly depending on the specific farming methods and crops. The debate over environmental impact is not black and white, with both organic and conventional agriculture offering room for improvement and innovation. Economic and accessibility considerations. Cost implications for consumers. The higher price of organic foods reflects increased production costs and can impact consumer access and affordability, while for some, choosing organic is a worthwhile investment in health and environmental values. For others, it may not be financially feasible. This economic reality contributes to the complexity of declaring organic foods as universally better. Supporting sustainable agriculture? For those who can afford it, purchasing organic foods can be seen as a way to support farming practices that are more environmentally friendly and potentially better for farm worker health. However, consumer decisions must also consider personal budget constraints and nutritional needs, underscoring the importance of a balanced approach that supports health without causing financial strain. How to make informed food choices? Making informed food choices in the context of the organic versus conventional debate requires a multifaceted approach. Consumers must weigh nutritional needs, environmental concerns, economic considerations, and ethical values. Assessing nutritional needs and preferences. Diversity over labels. Focus on incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and proteins into your diet. A diverse diet ensures a broad intake of essential nutrients, which should be the priority over the organic status of foods. Identify priority items for those particularly concerned about pesticide exposure. Consult resources like the Environmental Working Group's EWG Dirty Dozen list to identify which fruits and vegetables have the highest pesticide residues and might be worth buying organic. Balancing environmental concerns. Support sustainable practices. When possible, choose foods, whether organic or conventional, that are known for more sustainable farming practices. This can include local produce, which also supports local economies and reduces transportation emissions. Reduce food waste. Consider the environmental impact of food waste. Purchasing too much fresh produce, organic or not, that ends up uneaten contributes to environmental harm. Plan your meals and buy only what you need. Managing economic realities. Budget-friendly choices. Organic foods often come with a higher price tag. Balance your budget by prioritizing organic purchases for items you consume most frequently or for those known to have higher pesticide levels. For other items, conventional versions can be just as nutritious and safe. Explore local markets. Farmers markets and community-supported agriculture, CSA programs, can be excellent sources of affordable, fresh, and often organically grown produce. Buying directly from farmers can reduce costs and support local agriculture. Ethical and social considerations. Animal welfare. For consumers concerned about animal welfare, organic meat and dairy often adhere to higher animal welfare standards. However, it's essential to research and understand the specific standards of certification labels. Labor practices. Consider the labor practices behind the foods you buy. Some consumers choose organic to support farming practices that are perceived as better for farm workers, though this can vary widely by farm and region. Practical tips for making informed choices. Read labels carefully. Understand what different labels mean, including organic, natural, and others, to make choices that align with your values and health goals. Educate yourself. Stay informed about the latest research and recommendations regarding organic and conventional foods. Information evolves, and staying current can help you make the best choices for your situation. Consult healthcare professionals. When in doubt, especially regarding nutritional needs or health conditions, consult a healthcare provider or a registered dietitian. Personalized advice can guide you in making the best decisions for your health. Conclusion: the myth that organic foods are always healthier and more environmentally friendly than conventional foods oversimplifies a complex reality. Nutritional content, health benefits, environmental impact, and economic considerations vary widely between organic and conventional products, influenced by specific farming practices, geographic regions, and individual health and dietary needs. Choosing between organic and conventional foods should be informed by an understanding of these nuances, recognizing that the best choice varies depending on personal values, health goals, and economic circumstances. A balanced and varied diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, remains the cornerstone of good health and environmental stewardship, regardless of whether the foods are organically or conventionally produced. This comprehensive analysis encourages consumers to look beyond binary labels, considering the broader implications of their food choices on health, the environment, and society. Armed with this knowledge, making informed decisions that align with individual and collective well-being becomes a more attainable goal.